My dear students, today's topic of discussion, reconciliation of cost and financial profits. Let us straight away go to the contents of this particular unit. See, first we have to talk something about the introduction part. Later we have to understand what is the exact meaning of reconciliation. And there are some differences in the profits shown by cost accounting records and financial accounting records. And what are the reasons for the differences in the profits of cost and financial accounts? See, in that, first important thing is we have purely financial items. Under purely financial items, we have capital expenditure, financial expenses, writing of assets, appropriation of profits, financial incomes, and notional expenses, valuation, and absorption of overheads, and methods of depreciation followed in two different methods. After that, let us have the pro forma of preparing the reconciliation statement. See, now let us try to amplify the contents of this reconciliation of cost and financial profits. The first important thing what we'll have to learn here is that under introduction part, cost accounting is a separate system of accounting by itself. It has well defined objectives and procedures which are different from those of financial accounting system. The purpose are different and therefore the results of the two systems will also be different. In other words, the profits disclosed by cost accounting will be different from the profits disclosed by financial accounting. So that's the introduction part. Now, let us come to the meaning part of reconciliation. The term reconcile is used to denote the settled differences. Reconciliation is the process of settlement of differences. Thus, the difference of profits between the two systems is reconciled as on a particular date through the mechanism of reconciliation. Now, let us understand what are the reasons for the differences in profits shown by financial accounts and cost accounts. In that, I have already told you the first and foremost important thing is that cost accounting is mainly concerned with the cost of the product or service. Profit in cost account is the results of the comparison between the cost with the sale price after allowing for certain adjustments. Financial accounting is concerned with the overall results of the operations and the financial position. Following are the broad areas which cause the disagreement of profits in these two systems. In that, the first and foremost important thing we have is purely financial items. Purely financial items are those expenses and incomes which have no bearing on the cost of the product or service, either directly or indirectly. Therefore, they are excluded from cost accounts. They are classified as below. In that, the first one is capital expenditure. Capital expenditure is incurred to purchase or create the assets such as purchase of furniture, building, machinery, goodwill, patent rights, etc. These items will not appear in cost accounts. Next important thing is there are purely financial expenses incurred but not considered in cost account such as income tax, loss on sale of assets and investments, discount on issue of shares and debentures, interest on loans, mortgages, hire purchase installments, etc., commission, brokerage on issue of shares, proposed dividend, donations. These items will not come under cost accounting. See, this is the second important item what is to be taken into consideration. See, next important thing is in financial accounting, we have to write off certain assets, but these items will not appear in cost accounts. Goodwill, preliminary expenses, patents, copyrights, advertisement, these are some of the assets which are written off under financial accounts. Appropriation of profits, this is the next important thing under the first heading. So under appropriation of profits, transfer to reserve, dividend, transfer to sinking fund, donations and charity funds, these are included under that. See, the next important thing, that is purely financial incomes. There are some purely financial incomes which will not appear in cost accounts, but they appear only in financial accounts. For example, rent, profit on sale of assets, transfer fees received, premium received, interest, dividend, transfer from reserves, etc. These are some of the items, purely financial items, which appear only in financial accounting, but they will not appear in cost accounts. Now let us go to the second one. Second important reason for the differences in the profits of financial accounts and cost accounting is notional expenses. Notional expenses are expenses which are not actually incurred but deemed to have been incurred for cost accounting purposes. For example, interest on own capital, rent on own building, salary to the proprietor, etc. These items will be considered only in cost accounting. See, the third important item is we have stock valuation. Under stock valuation, in financial accounts, closing stocks are valued at either market value or cost, whichever is less. But in cost accounts, stocks are valued at cost only. The stocks may be of raw materials, work in progress, and finished goods. So this is the next important item which causes the differences in the profits of financial accounts and cost accounts. Next important thing, we have fourth one, absorption of overheads. Under absorption of overheads in cost accounts, indirect costs such as manufacturing overhead, administrative overhead, and marketing overhead are absorbed at a predetermined rate. The practice is followed as a measure of control over costs. The difference in the amounts charged may be either over absorption or under absorption. This also causes the difference in the profits, needing the reconciliation. Now, let us go to the last important item of the differences which causes is the method of depreciation. See, the method of depreciation. There are several methods of charging the depreciation. They may be fixed installment, written down value, annuity, sinking fund, insurance policy, market value, etc. etc. But in cost accounts, charging depreciation, selecting a particular method depends on the policy decision of the management. Different method provides for different amounts of depreciation, profit to the extent of difference in amounts, because depreciation is a charge on profit and loss account. Now, let us go to the pro forma of reconciliation statement. See, pro forma of reconciliation statement, I have already written it on the board. See, the first important thing, that is reconciliation statement is a statement prepared at the end of an accounting period to give the explanation in detail about the causes for the difference in profit as per cost accounts and profits as per the financial accounts. See, the ultimate aim of preparing reconciliation statement is to find out the exact reasons for the differences in financial accounts profits and cost account profits. Now, let us go to the reconciliation statement pro forma directly. See, the first important thing is profits as per cost accounts you can take, or otherwise you can take even loss as per financial accounts also. We have to add certain items and we have to deduct certain items. See, in that, first we have to add incomes included in financial accounts. This is the first important thing. Please understand, these items will not appear in cost accounts. These incomes will appear only in financial accounts. So they are rent received, interest received, dividend received, etc. These items we call it as purely financial incomes which will appear only in financial accounting. Next important thing is there are some notional expenses which appear only in cost accounts. notional expenses which appear only in cost accounts. For example, interest on own capital, rent on own building, and salary of the proprietor. These are some of the important notional expenses which will appear in cost account. So you have to add it. That's very important point. Next important thing, stock value. In stock valued, overvaluation of opening stock in cost accounts and undervaluation of closing stock in cost accounts. We have to take two. Overvaluation of opening stock in cost accounts, undervaluation of closing stock in cost accounts. We have to take. After that, we have over absorption of overheads in cost accounts. That means the absorption of over absorption means these overheads are recovered in excess in cost accounts. See, we have to take that into consideration. Last one to be added is excess of depreciation charged in cost accounts. So here, where the depreciation is more in cost accounts, we have to take that here, or otherwise the depreciation is less in financial accounts, we have to take that, or we can take the difference in the amounts charged also. These are some of the items which are to be added. Now let's go to the items which are to be deducted. So this is add, this is deduct or less. In that the first item is purely financial expenses which appear in financial accounts. There are some expenses which are purely financial expenses. We have to take that into consideration first. After that, value of the stock we have to take. In value of the stock, we have to take undervaluation of the opening stock, lower valuation of the closing stock in cost accounts we have to take. Later, we have to take under absorption of overheads in cost accounts we have to take. That means the overheads are recovered less in cost accounts we have to take. Later, last item is depreciation, excess depreciation charged in financial accounts we have to take. So these items are to be added and these items are to be deducted. So the resultant figure is profit as per financial accounts. This problem has started with profits as per cost accounts and ends with profit as per financial accounts. Now, here we have to note certain point. If the profit as per financial account or loss as per the cost account is taken at the starting point, then the above step has to be reversed. That means all additions are to be subtracted and all deductions are to be added. If there is a profit as per cost accounts and loss as per financial accounts, then the above procedure is followed according to the things what is to be taken into consideration. Starting point. However, negative sign can be used for the loss and additions and subtractions are done accordingly. See, today we have understood how to prepare reconciliation statement to reconcile or set off the profits made by cost accounts and financial accounts.